Yo, what up, California? Welcome to stackbmx.com social media and YouTube channel. I'm Can't Stop LA, and today we're going to do how to build up a 2020 Colt Gateway. So like always, if you're watching this on one of our other social medias and you want to enter our YouTube contest to win a free bicycle, head over to youtube.com/stackbmx and subscribe to this channel, like this video, turn on your notification bells, and leave us a comment below. But hang tight, because later on in this video we're going to tell you all the rules, what you're going to get, and how to better your chances of actually winning. So yeah, let's get to it. This is the 2020 Colt Gateway complete bike, and yeah, I'm going to show you how to build it up and a couple little tricks and stuff like that that I do. So pretty much all I did was I put the seat and seat post. It's a combo seat and seat post just right into the frame, tightened up this bolt, and I'm securing it to the repair stand right there. So it comes out of the box with all this packaging on this bicycle to protect, the paint and anodized parts and stuff like that. So so yeah, it's gonna come like this. It also comes with a chain guard, which we're gonna throw on there, and then it comes with a box like this. This box has some other parts in it. I believe mainly pedals and some other little stuff I'll show you in a little bit. So what I like to do first is I like to cut off the wheels or the handlebars, whichever one that you can see is kind of, I don't know, in your way or more easy acceptable. So another tip I like to do is I like to cut the zip tie on the little piece that could come out. So I have a full zip tie. Main reason I do that is so that if I ever want to put on some grips later on in the future, I have some zip ties that I can put some grips on. So just throw those in my my toolbox or whatever. But I always sucks buying zip ties, but they're everywhere. But if you don't have them, that's a little trick I use. Also too, I like to throw my trash away once. So the big cardboard we're gonna throw in the box, and then I got a trash can right here. I'm just gonna throw all the other trash right into it as I'm taking it off the bike. So I'm not doing work twice. I'm not throwing it on the floor and then having to pick it up. I know your parents might be pretty pissed if they come in and you're building your bike and you got trash everywhere. So try to pull up a trash can. It saves you a lot of work, makes it a lot easier. Definitely makes the parents happy. So yeah, do that. And then now we're gonna cut the bars off. So mainly zip ties, use some wire cutters, like so. You could use scissors. If you use a razor blade, be careful with it. So this one has a brake cable on it. Taking off the cardboard, I know it could be a pain. Some people just tear it up, like it's Christmas. Easiest way is just to scribe it right next to the edge of the cardboard where it splits, and just comes off real easy. This is in a bag. Don't try to take the grip side off and open that side up. It's just a pain in the butt. I just always take it off from the other side, rip a hole right through the bag. Just pull this thing off. And that's got you all set. I like to hang this on the bike stand like that until we get everything ready. But if you like, you can mount the bars. I'll show you how to do that in a sec. But I'm gonna do this. Now, this gets kind of a pain. My boys, they always help me build bikes and they end up just ripping all the cardboard. What I like to do is put my fingernail or my finger right next to the tape, and usually the tape just snaps. And then you have one solid piece and it's not a big old pile of mess. So yeah, and if it does rip, it doesn't really matter, but definitely makes it a lot cleaner. Makes it a lot easier to throw in the trash. There's some on the cranks right here. On the seat post. Some on the seat stays and the chain stays. it's got this little bolt protector that keeps it from punching a hole in the box. Got the front wheel. So in the box, you want to just hit it right down the side. You don't want to actually put it in the middle, because if you put it in the middle, it might go through and cut something else, a tube, some kind of part or whatever. So yeah, there's some pedals in it, reflectors and stuff like that. You can throw those on if you're cruising at night. We definitely suggest just like a light set though. So yep, those are pedals. So I'm gonna set these over here. We'll get to that in a second. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's almost pretty much built. Hardest part was taking off the packaging and stuff like that. We're gonna lace up this front wheel. So we're gonna loosen these front axle bolts. These ones you gotta loosen it up quite a bit. It's got these little fork washer or lock washers on there. So these are gonna have to hook inside the fork. So there's little holes right here. That's gonna have to go in there, but you gotta back them out and basically hold the axles like this. That'll help you get the front wheel on. What I like to do is I like to use my knee. Might be a little bit easier for you if you have it upside down. You might want to put the handlebars on first, but you should be able to have the bike upright. So I'm going to use a good old crescent wrench. I didn't know what size axle bolts these were, so I just brought this. You guys are probably going to use something like this, or I believe this bolt's a 7. It looks like a 17 socket. You could use a 17 socket. But I just wanted to use a wrench that you guys might have laying around. I know everybody doesn't have tools, so this video is for beginners slash, intermediate and pro, but mainly for beginners. So yeah, as you twist this forward and backwards, it gets bigger and smaller. That's how it works. So if you're not sure about a wrench, how it works, that's how those adjustable wrenches work. So we're gonna do the handlebars next, counterclockwise. I'm gonna try to loosen up the bolts first. The reason why I like putting on the wheel first is because sometimes these bolts are on really like tight, and I like to use the wheel to hold it so that I can loosen it. If you don't have that, you don't really have any power. You're like holding onto the fork and trying to get the front wheel, the bolt off, and it just causes a lot of trouble. So I like doing that first. So yeah, pull this off. Oh. I like to try to keep the bolts in the cap like that. Makes it simple. And then there's some knurl here. So I don't know if you know knurl. Pretty much just little grooves, but you want to center this right into the stem, like so. And then when you're tightening this up, you want to make sure that the handlebars are in the center. You use that knurl as a guide. But on this cap, you want it to be equally closed. So what I like to do is kind of keep an eye on it and then tighten it down. But don't tighten it down so much that it just pinches it closed. And then you're gonna go around. Keep doing the same. All the way around. And then I'm gonna pull the bars up. Put them kind of where we want to put them. And then when I tighten these up, I'm just making them touch. I'm not really tightening it. I'm just mainly to hold the handlebars. But I'm also looking at the gap and making sure that this gap is even. So looking at this gap, the front of the cap's a little bit bigger than the back. So I'm gonna start off on the front. Just since that gap's a little bit bigger, what it'll do is it'll be easier for the front cap to go down. So yeah, doing that. This right side's quite loose, so I'm just kind of tightening up that, looking at it. Okay, that feels pretty firm. Now I'm going to the back, and you can crisscross them. It helps by crisscrossing them like I just did. I went from the front right one to the left back one, and then going to the other back one. Now I'm looking at it again, making sure that it is even. The back looks a little bit more gapped out, so I'm going to tighten it up a little bit more on the back. Now I'm going to go to the front, make sure the front's tight. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think we're solid right there. You don't want to crank it down too tight. You want to kind of ride it, see how it goes. The bars probably will slip. Make sure you like the bars in that position before you really crank it down. So go ride it, try it out, but do some test bunny hops. Don't go ham, because the bars are going to move. Kind of want to do that just to make sure that you like the ride, you like how it feels. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is straighten the stem. So this one's pretty crooked. You want to loosen up these two side bolts right here. This will loosen the actual gooseneck or the stem up. And don't loosen them up like crazy. Just loosen it a little bit and then loosen the other bolt. If you completely loosen one bolt, it puts all the pressure on the other bolt, and then it makes it really hard to get the other bolt loose. So yeah, just straighten it with the wheel. Try not to wiggle it around too much. If you do and this headset comes loose, tighten this one up just a little bit. This one just sucks the bearings together, and then go ahead and tighten up the side of these bolts. But you shouldn't have to mess with that one too much, as long as you're not sitting there swinging the bars around, pretending your bar's spinning and stuff like that, and acting silly. But yeah, tighten those back up. Solid. Alright, and then there's this little strap right here they give you. This has a little Colt logo on it there. This one's designed for the actual brake cable, so just slip that back on there, pull it up, that holds the cable. Yep, you're all set. And then back to the pedals. We got the pedals right here. There is a left and right hand side one. You can see the L right there. See an L right there, and then the R, CR-R is the right one, and CR-L is the left one. These ones also have a sticker on there, L1 and right one. Sitting on the bike is where the right one is. But before you put your pedals on, you want to grease them. Just metal on metal. You always want to grease it just so that it allows it to come loose. So yeah, that's why pedals are a pain in the butt to take on and take off, or take off and put on sometimes, is because they're not greased and the rust gets in there, tears up the threads and bonds these things together, does all kinds of crazy stuff. So yep. So the left side is going to be opposite thread, so you're going to spin it counterclockwise to tighten it up. And I'm just going to do it partially by hand. Be careful if you're doing it by hand. Sometimes there is slivers on the actual pedals right here, and they will give you splinters. So I'm going to do it the right side's regular thread, so we're just going to thread this right in. Perfect. And then you're going to use a pedal wrench or a really thin 15 millimeter open end wrench, and just spin that one clockwise, snug it up, and then tighten up the back one. Check out the brakes. Brakes feel pretty good. One of our other Colts that we built, I believe, let's see, that one's tight, super good. Yeah. Yeah, and then you just want to run through all the bolts, make sure they're tight. But yeah, pretty easy to build. Let me rock this bike so you guys can see the whole thing. So yeah, pretty easy build. You know what I mean? Did it in about 15 minutes, 13, 14 minutes while talking to you. If you really want to do it real fast, you can do it in, you know what I mean, 5-10 minutes. Now you just got to air up the tires. They do have air in them, but they're not super hard. But yeah, you could put air in there. But that's pretty much how you build it up. Go ride it. Take some tools with you just in case stuff does come loose. All brand new bikes always come loose. You kind of rattle. The paint wears out. You know what I mean? It's kind of everything just seats. So stuff does come loose. So just, you know what I mean, prepare for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it on how to build this 2020 Colt Gateway Complete bike. You know what I mean? Pretty simple. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this helped you build up your bike and understand how to put it together real easy. Yeah, if you're looking for one of these bikes, you can hit up the link below and purchase one from that link. But definitely act quick because this bike is selling out pretty fast. And by the time I post the video, I don't even know if it'll be available. So if it is, pick one up ASAP. We do expect more in March. So if you want one of these, definitely pick one up now because I think March is the last shipment of them. But yeah, pretty easy, pretty cool. But later on in this video, or later on, we're gonna also do a little review, explain the review from the front to back. So hang tight for that. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you hung tight to find out more rules on how to win your own bicycle from us, all you got to do is head over to youtube.com/stackbmx if you're watching this on our other social media. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, turn on your notification bells, and then leave us a comment below letting us know what you like about this video, what you don't like about this video, other things that could help us improve on our YouTube channel. And yeah, that'll enter you the contest, and at 5,000 subscribers, we're going to give away a free bicycle retailed at $289.95 by just doing that. And then if you want to enter multiple times, if this is your first time visiting our YouTube channel, head over to some of our old videos, leave us a comment there because that's how we pick the winner. Randomly pick a video, randomly pick a comment out of there, and then that's a winner. So if you comment more on, you know, I mean, more videos, that greatens your chances of actually winning because, you know, I mean, we're picking out of one of those. So yeah, good luck to everybody that entered. We appreciate you guys watching this video. We hope this helped you out with any, you know, I mean, with building your bike or any bicycle in that fact. But yeah, check us out on Instagram if you're here on YouTube at Stack BMX Shop, and then you can find me at Can't Stop LA. If you prefer Facebook, hit up facebook.com/StackedBMX. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.